Hey everybody, so I had actually recorded a video on my camera. I had made a video on my camera, got everything uploaded to my computer, and then when it went to load in Windows Movie Maker, so say this is the screen on my computer, and it loaded this little tiny box, and you couldn't even see it. So I was like, well, that's obviously not going to work, and it's already 9:15, and post injections and post super long day with the kids, I am kind of exhausted, and it had taken me 16 minutes to record it, and it took me like 40 minutes to finish uploading it and render and all that. So I am just making webcam video. I apologize for the quality. I know it kind of sucks, but this is where we're at. So I will try and get through this as quickly as I possibly can. So yeah. Okay, so moving right along, we're going to do weight loss first. If you remember in my weight loss video last week, I was down 2.4 pounds, putting me at 165. And this week I am the same. I was a little bit bloated, so I think I actually did lose a little bit of weight. But because I was a little bit bloated, it showed the same. So we are counting it as that. I am a little bit bloated today. And also because I ate dinner, when I show you my tummy shot, I am a little bit bloated from the Follistim and from eating dinner. So there's that. My goal right now is the same, 164.4, which is 10% of my body weight lost since starting Weight Watchers and more than 10% since I started overall. So I am 0.6 pounds away from that, and then my goal after will be 158, which was the weight I was at my wedding. So I am still trying to lose weight while TTC. There is just no excuse for it anymore, or for not anymore. And the lower weight I am before we get pregnant, the better off I am. So, and potential baby or babies are. So that's where we're at with weight loss. I'll give you a quick tummy shot, and then I will go on to TTC. So, sorry for the loud noise. Okay, so this is shirt down. I wonder if that's what happened. It's not. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to see if that was my husband. Okay, so this is shirt up. You can see right here where I'm bloated, just kind of this section. So that's where I'm bloated. Not a lot, but you can definitely see it where it just kind of comes out. It's not a lot, not super bloated, but I am a little bit. And I mean, I can suck it in, but yeah. So, okay, so that's where I'm at weight-wise and all that. Let's just move on to TTC. I'm already at 4 minutes, so whew. Okay, so as a recap to my cycle, I am on cycle day 13. Cycle day 1 through 4 was my period, and I spotted cycle day 5, and then it was done. Cycle day 3, I went in for a scan to check on my ovaries to make sure that I didn't have any cysts, and to check on my lining, make sure things were good and all that. I got the go-ahead to start Follistim. So I was going to put a little list right here about all of Follistim I've done, but that's not going to happen. So I'll put it in the description box below. So cycle day 3, 4, 5, and 6, I did 75 IU. So that's 4 days, 75 IU of Follistim. And then cycle day 7, I had another scan to check on how things were going. Things were going really, really well. Huckleberry, hold on. That's not yours. Not yours. No. Get your rope. Get your toy. Sorry, there's something he really likes and he keeps trying to get it. So, yeah. Anyway, so cycle day 7, I went in for a scan to check on lining and also to check on follicle growth. Everything was really great. I was responding really well to Follistim, which I was super, super surprised I was responding at all. And, but I had 6 follicles that could potentially mature. So we didn't really want 6 follicles. So over the weekend, for Friday and Saturday, they were going to have me do 50 IU instead of 75, and then come in on Sunday to do a scan. And when I had said something about diving, my doctor said, not a problem, just come in on Monday morning as early as you can, and then do 25 IU on Sunday. So I did 25 IU on Sunday, which was cycle day 9. Came in on cycle day 10, and exactly what we wanted to happen had happened. 2 follicles back down, so I was between 3 and 4 really good follicles and a bunch of teeny tiny ones. And they were all between 9 and I think 11.2. So then they said, that's great, back yourself up to 50 IU. So for cycle day 10, 11, and 12, I did 50 IU of Follistim. And I went in today on cycle day 13 for a scan to see how things were progressing, to see if we could schedule the trigger shot, which I have the trigger shot here in my fridge, but just to see if we could tell me when to do it and figure out when the IUI was going to be, which my doctor was thinking it would probably be Saturday or Sunday. So I went in, and today's appointment, here's all the new stuff, was a bit disappointing. It was a bit more like I expected cycle day 7 scan to go. The 50 IU of Follistim is too low for me. I'm not really responding. My follicles did grow a little bit, but one looks like it's dropped off a bit. So we're more between 2 and 4 follicles, but more likely 2 to 3 follicles that will mature. And this is going to sound strange, but I really kind of want 3 follicles. It does give us a higher chance of having triplets, but I would really like 3 follicles to release a good egg, because I'm so worried that 1 or 2 aren't going to implant, or 1 or 2 are going to be a dud egg. I'm just very worried about not having a good chance. And if we're putting all this money and time and effort into it, I really just want a really good chance. So my doctor said, okay, I don't know what happened. And I kind of said, well, you know, my body does that. It either gets used to medication, or it also, like, it doesn't respond to a certain point, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, cool, we'll do whatever you want me to. But I have to get to that certain threshold of medication. So I'm back up to 75 IU of Follistim for tonight, which I already did, and tomorrow night, and then I will have a scan on Saturday, which means the IUI will probably be moved to sometime next week. So hoping to see a lot better. My follicles really didn't grow much. They grew maybe a millimeter, which they hope to see about 2 millimeters a day, I believe. So it's been 3 days and they've all grown maybe a millimeter. I've got 10 to 11s, and I think they were hoping to see more like 14, 15s today, maybe even 16s. So, or higher, I'm not quite sure. So hopefully 75 is great, and the next couple days really boost up those 3-4 follicles, and we get some good eggs, and we can do the IUI sometime between Monday and Wednesday next week. Otherwise, it'll be later in the week, and I really hope we have a great shot. So I will know more on Saturday. If there's any big news on Saturday, I will upload it. If there's not any really big news, like we know when we're going to do the IUI or something like that, then I will update with my next weight loss update, which will be next Wednesday, and that's it. So I hope you're all doing well. Please feel free to ask any questions about Follistim, side effects, any of that. I did have somebody ask whether it hurt. The injection itself does not hurt. I freak out a bit about the needle still. Once I can't see the needle, everything is fine. I also had somebody ask me if I have any bruising, so I will show you. I don't really have any bruising, but I do have a couple of marks. Sorry for the noise. I'm not sure if you can see it, but right here there's a little couple spots, and there's a spot here, and there's a few spots here. This is tonight's injection, this little red dot. So that's really it. That's the only sort of bruises or marks that I have from all of this. Pushing in the medication does not hurt at all. It does sting a little if it's cold, but that's about it. So yeah, that's it, and please feel free to ask any questions, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.